Over the weekend, dozens of political signs were stolen from yards in a neighborhood in Springfield, Missouri. But one of those signs happened to have an Apple AirTag hidden inside it.
This video was captured by two homeowners whose sign was swiped after they tracked it down to a town several miles from Springfield. The AirTag led them to a car where they confronted the teenagers who took the sign.
Well, when those teens, as you see it right here, opened the trunk of the car, they had a pile of political signs and then admitted to having stolen about 60 of them in total. Here in Maine, communities are facing a similar problem. Good evening, I'm Brian Yukono.
And I'm Amanda Hill. Across the state, reports are coming in about campaign signs being stolen or vandalized. News Center Maine's Alex Haskell has the details, including the penalties someone can face for taking one.
From the dark of night in Dixmont to broad daylight in Lewiston, no time or place is safe if you're a campaign sign in Maine.
Well, it started 3 weeks or so ago.
It's also a problem in Manchester for Selectman candidate Lawrence Bean and his opponent Donald McLeod.
Some of the signs are being pulled out of the ground and thrown. Some of them are being run over. Some of them are just being outright pulled and stolen.
In all, Bean says 9 of his signs have been taken. He says he bought a total of 20 for $300 and can't afford to buy more. The problem is catching the attention of local police.
My ultimate advice is just respect other people, respect their choices.
Yarmouth Police Chief Daniel Gallant is speaking out on the issue because, as you may have guessed, a sign was recently stolen here too.
Yarmouth, luckily, has only had one report of this instance, but ultimately there have been other reports around Cumberland County.
Gallant tells us it is a crime in Maine to steal a political sign in the public right-of-way, which can lead to a $250 fine. Someone caught taking a sign from private property can be charged with theft. That's up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine.
The pitch and the frequency are increasing of late.
Dr. Ronald Schmidt is a political science professor at the University of Southern Maine. He says this trend is part of a troublesome nationwide phenomenon.
The way that it's fitting into a broader attempt to silence voters, to silence people who are trying to make their voices heard, is sort of translating something which would be under normal circumstances very annoying into something which is part of a menacing larger whole.
One playing out right here in Maine that seems to be happening more with each election.
I mean, if somebody don't agree with somebody running for a position or something, it's just not the right way to go about it.
He's encouraging voters to take their opinions to the ballot box instead. Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.